Hello and welcome back to Binary Options 101. In this video, we are going to cover some pitfalls of binary options trading. And right off the bat, pitfall number one will be not having a system, not having a plan. Now, you will see, okay, in your course thank you page or back office or email, you will see links to systems we've developed, or if you just come to binary options system, here I'll get the link, binaryoptionssystem.com. okay, basically this site looks like this for now. Okay, and at the binary option system you can obtain our courses, okay, and we may have the signal services ready for you as well, okay, which could be very powerful. Okay, now, okay, if you don't have a system, a way, a method, a strategy of entry that you have tested out and worked out that can net you out more wins and losses, okay, but it's got to be it's got to be more than just a little more wins and losses, because when you're losing 90%. When you're winning 60 to 75%. Okay, depends on whatever the payout they're giving. Okay, and depends on the time. Usually depends on the time left. Right now, we have 4 minutes to expiration. That's why these are all blanked out. You cannot trade 10 minutes before the close. Okay. So, number one pitfall is not having a plan, because then if you start if you just jump in and start hitting the buttons to try, even if you do it once, and this is pitfall number 2. This goes into pitfall number 2. If you just get involved and then you hit it and then you lose, that's going to put some emotion into you, okay? And if you lose, you're going to get some fear, okay? Now, emotions cloud things. They cloud your learning. They cloud your decision-making process. Okay? So this is going to make it harder for you. And if you actually win, you may actually think you're smart. Okay? If you pick a direction and you win, you may start to think you're smart emotionally. Your brain and your gut knows what's going on. But when your emotions take over, they can consume, they can stir up a big cloud and just get in the way of your connection to your brain and your gut, okay? And you know what I'm talking about, okay? When your emotions get really revved up, you can't think straight, okay? So, now, what's even worse is that if you start trading and then you start trying to make it back, okay? Words of doom in trading, make it back. You will never win. You will never succeed when you're trying to make it back in any form of trading, okay? Or, I don't know if you can cross apply that to all business, but you cannot succeed in trading if you're trying to make it back, okay? It's a bad mentality. So the only mentality that works over time, okay, is to systematically execute a deal or execute deals according to a method of operation, an operations manual, a system, okay? And if you're a slow learner, well, the markets are gonna have to beat it into you and beat down your pride to a point where you become a humble learner, like a child, and you learn quickly to do the right thing, okay? And to do the right thing is to trade systematically based on a plan that can net you out with a great degree of probability. Of course, there's no guarantees in trading, just like there's no guarantees in relationships, huh? Let's look at that too, okay? Why not? But there's no guarantees. There's just good probabilities. When you're looking for a mate, okay, you think, what's going to be the better probability match up with me? You know, who's going to be able to get along with me? You know, and what do I like in a person? What's not going to, you know, what's going to make me happy and excited versus driving me nuts, okay, and, you know, just make me upset, okay? And so you have to think this way, okay? All right, you have to think what kind of system, what kind of strategy, what kind of way you're going to approach these markets, okay? And you need to really think about this ahead of time. Now, how do you determine a system in binary options? Well, we'll get to that in the profit logic video, but quickly, you determine direction through price charts. Okay. Now, some of you may be looking at this and thinking some 3-year-old scribbled on a piece of paper. Well, that is the pound yen, so it is extra scribbly. But you know, you're going to have to be able to read these, and you know what? We'll show you. Okay, if you obtain one of our trading systems. Okay, so there's a pitfall. So pitfall number 2 is getting your not having strategy and getting your emotions stirred up, entering into fear, entering into overconfidence. Okay, thinking that you know something, and you know, these fear, overconfidence, they stifle your learning process. Okay, they make things harder to just, you know, take a positive attitude towards doing a good job of learning binary options trading. Okay, and so that's going to slow your progress down. And if you go into a frenzy and you just hack your account before you even get started because you're mad, well, that's going to cause a lot of damage. Okay, and now you're going to have to take a breather, and that's going to waste time. Okay, now if you come in and you put in money, the only money you have left, okay, to try to make it in binary options, well, there's a lot of pressure on you. When you have pressure, your emotions are stirred up. If your emotions are stirred up, what happens? You start making mistakes. If your emotions are stirred up, you start making mistakes. Your decision making drops to about a 99% failure rate. Okay, you'll even mess up your trading systems if your emotions are revved too high. You'll break your rules. Okay, even hardened professional traders, they get their emotions stirred up, and it's usually by an outside source. Okay, they can come in and they can start screwing up their own trading, their own trading system that they've been trading for years, even for years. Okay, all right. So just understand that. But the professional trader usually has gone through enough where they recognize and they're able to say no to the emotions. Put their hand up, say no, and they say they recognize the emotions, they know what they are, and they let them go. Okay, they let them go, and that's the way. So now another pitfall. Okay, pretty much we'll call it pitfall number 3, right? As of this point, a critical pitfall is the trading position sizes. Okay, if you trade too big, you're toast. Okay, you go for the gusto on your first trade, you lose your account. Okay, or you know, a large chunk of it. And the problem with trading too big is that if you know you're not willing to take a smaller loss. Now in binary options, your loss is set, your loss is fixed. Okay, once you enter the trade, well, too bad for you. Okay, and so you need to, from the get-go, you need to be able to enter well. Okay, you need to be able to enter your entry is everything. Okay, you have to have your high probability trading setup at the entry, and you just have to you have to have that discipline. It's the entry, because once you're in, and that's it. Okay, so now, in order to work stuff out and actually grow, you're going to have to take pretty small position sizes, and you're going to have to get in a position where you're doing a good number of deals, okay, with very small position sizes, and you just start, moving the deals. Start moving the deals, and you're going to get an average. If you're going to, with your trade system, you're going to find you get an average net profit, okay, per deal. Over winners and losers, you're going to eventually find out what your average net profit is, and if, let's say, every day, if you do this certain way of trading, you net out 100%, okay, out of all your deals. Let's say you do 10 deals, and you're on average, you net out 100%. Let's say 5 deals. That's better. Do 10 deals for. Okay, so 100%. So you make 100% a day. And once you whittle that down to a point where it is very consistent, and you can pretty much say, I can bank on this, 100% a day. Well, you've just struck gold. You have a golden goose. Okay, and what you do with that is you milk it, or you get that goose laying those. You give that goose whatever it wants, as long as it lays those eggs. Okay, you keep feeding the goose. You keep doing the deals. You keep doing the system. Okay, and you don't stop. All right, and then you grow. Once your position sizes, once they, once you grow in a certain, we'll go more into money management later. I don't want to go too much in detail, but once you grow via these small position sizes, once you use a certain percent model, then you can stack the gains and you naturally compound at a correct rate. Now, your position sizes can grow, but you're going to have to work some out with a binary option broker if they only, soon they're going to have $1,000 trades according to this broker. But then if you don't work it out, you'll be over the max. But you know what you do there? You open another account. Okay? Go open another company. Open up another account. Go to another binary options broker. Okay? And boom, there you go. Say, okay, so this other big pitfall is money management. Okay? Other big pitfall is not paying attention. All right? Not being ready for the trade. Now, your trade entry can come at any time during that 15 minutes, okay? You're able to trade. It can come at any time, so you don't be missing deals, or else you don't have a very good business, do you? Okay? Another pitfall is trying to do too many deals, trying to trade Forex 24 hours a day. Well, that's obvious. You're going to burn yourself out quick, and you'll find that out. But laziness is usually and distraction is usually a big problem. Okay, if you're not going to do this consistently, then you can't expect the rewards that come from a consistent, professionally run business. All right, so now these are very important pitfalls, and of course there are more, but this is good enough for now for you. Okay. Obviously, one more pitfall would be not knowing the mechanics of how to enter, but that's just idiotic. If you don't learn how to enter, there are practice accounts out there too. Okay, tradesmarter.com. You can practice there. Okay, so you need to consider these pitfalls ahead of time. Okay, to help you stay out of trouble, and you can understand that these come from an experienced trader. Okay, and what I'm telling you is very important. All right, I'm not spouting all the pitfalls I mentioned here. I'm not spouting off for the sake of filling up a video. Okay, or you see a lot of trading books out there. They say a lot of things, but why do this and why do that? Okay, well, the bottom line here is why. Because I don't want you getting stirred up. I don't want you entering that compulsive gambler's spiral of death. I don't want you getting in trouble with your family. Okay, I don't want you getting depressed. I don't want you going crazy and getting mad and blowing out your account. I don't want you causing yourself emotional damage. I want you to trade well. And the only way you're going to do that is to be professional about it. Learn your crap. Get a system. Get a good system, okay? Learn your stuff, okay? Get a good system and practice, okay? Hammer out the problems. Hammer out the mistakes. Make observations. Take notes. Get better, okay? And treat it like anything else you want to get good at. It's the same thing. You can get good at this. Treat it seriously, and get the systems, okay? And you may even find other tweaks as you study as well that can enhance your profitability. I mean, for example, what if you could trade all the stocks at once? What if you could net out 100%, okay, on the 6 or 7, let's say, what is it, 6 stocks we have here? I always forget. Anyways. Okay, and you just trade from 10 to 4. Okay, what's it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 stocks and net 100% on each. Okay? Well, what's that? Okay, well that's make, if you can do that with a $500 position size, work your way up there. That's $500 a day on each stock. Okay, so times 6, 5 times 6, that's $3,000 a day. Okay, so now we're talking. Now we roll in the Forex pairs. Okay, you can find ways. You can even get programmers to help you automate things. Okay, go to one of the Lance sites. You can hire people to do the system. You can, make your whatever family members sit there and do it. Okay, the family business. Okay, let's say you have someone you retired living in your home, your mom or your dad or whatever is older. Oh, this would be a great exercise for them to get into. Okay, good mentally stimulating, especially when they start studying price charts. Anyway, so I want to expand your mind. The possibilities can be huge, and so keep this in mind. But I want you to succeed, and the only way you succeed is to take the pains to do this right and learn to do this well. Now, once you learn to do this well and start to understand the profit logic and momentum that brings about winnings and binary options, you can move to vanilla options, and this can be huge with vanilla options. Vanilla options are regular options, stock options, Forex options, etc. Commodity options, okay? Really, anyways, Anyways, I won't get on the commodity and Forex options right now. But, stock options, you're highly leveraging the stock, okay? There's just tons of opportunity. Tons, okay? And you can expand your business that way. Okay, I'm going to end this video. If you listen to it, I know a few things seeped in, and they will be very valuable to you, if not right away in your future as you make these mistakes, and you'll hear my voice ringing in your ears. Okay, and get back to basics. Do it right. Thank you very much.